Hey friends, welcome back to the Maple Leaf Barn. I'm Libby, and today we're going to be talking all about dahlias. Dahlias have become so popular in different farm stand bouquets, but also in wedding bouquets, wedding arrangements, or just in general fancy events. And one thing that we like to do here on the farm is be able to grow specialty flowers for people to enjoy in their own home or office instead of just having these kind of unattainable, super expensive flowers that are only used in bouquets for weddings or high-end clientele arrangements. And one reason why we're growing dahlias is to provide those specialty blooms to just everyone in our community. It's one of my favorite flowers. I think it is absolutely stunning. There's so much variety in dahlias, and that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. Today, we're going to be talking about the different ways that you grow dahlias, and then I'm going to take you out to the field and show you in July what it looks like in these different stages. This hopefully will just help you kind of get a visual for, okay, I'm going to start it from this and it's going to turn into this. And I am in zone 6B. We're just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio, and it is July. I will say that I had some health issues in late spring and early summer, so I did not get our dahlias planted when I usually do. Usually I get our tubers planted the first or second week in May, but I ended up not getting them planted until the first week in June. So it's a little bit behind schedule, but not too much. And as a farmer, as a grower, you probably understand that it's good to sometimes have a different schedule for things just to see what it's like, and if it's better or if it's not better, you learn from those mistakes. Dahlias can be grown 3 different ways. So you can start dahlias from seed, where you collect the seed inside this little dahlia pod, and you can dry them and end up growing them just like you would any other seed. They're very similar to zinnias, actually. They look like zinnia seeds, a little bit different, and you just place them just under the soil about 1/2 inch, and they come up really quickly. Dahlias grown from seed are kind of unpredictable. You don't know what type of dahlia they're going to be because the seed takes in all the characteristics of different flowers grown in their area. So if you have a peaches and cream and you collect the seeds from that peaches and cream, you're not going to get a peaches and cream. You'll get something else that might be beautiful, but it's not going to be a peaches and cream, which is why I definitely recommend using Dahlia seeds to have more flowers for the pollinators, or to just expand how many plants you have. It's a great way to then find a seedling that you love and then save those tubers. But for me personally, I don't really enjoy growing seedlings. I don't like growing dahlias from seed. I do it because occasionally you'll get 1 or 2 plants that are just really cool looking, but the rest of them I just could care less about because they're unruly. I find them really frustrating and they just are wild. I like uniformity and consistency, and that's why I like growing them from tubers primarily, or cuttings. Dahlias can also be started from tubers, which is what I enjoy the most. And those tubers come from a specific variety. We're going to use peaches and cream, or you could use high patty for an example. And that plant from those tubers are going to be high patty, or it's going to be peaches and cream. It will be what those tubers came from that plant. You take those tubers, they will be that variety of dahlia. Tubers can be then pulled up in the fall and then divided in the fall or spring, and then you can plant multiple tubers from that same clump, and then that'll expand your quantity of tubers or plants from that variety, which is a great way to increase your productivity. I think dahlias are one of the plants out there that really help benefit productivity. They are performers, but they're also high achievers. They produce lots of tubers, and then that just keeps on blessing you as a farmer. Tulips do it, but it's really slow. Ranunculus do it okay. You know, they make more corms, but dahlias just, I mean, they are just so high achievers. If they have 1 or 2 tubers, they will give you over 5 tubers later when you dig them up. It's really cool. Hi! Hi, kitty! The other way I enjoy making new plants is, here's Floyd. He's our new barn cat. He's local to the area. We just kind of sort of adopted him over to our farm, and he's just the sweetest. I'll try to give you some visuals, but if you hear him, that's Floyd. He's very cute. Hi, Floyd. I also start dahlias from cuttings. So for an example, let's say you wanted more high patty or more cornel or whatever. You would start the tubers early from that variety, and then you would take cuttings from it and plant it just like you would, say you're propagating other plants or you're propagating a second wave of snapdragons. You can do that same thing where you dip it in some rooting material, and then you plant it into a cell tray, and it grows into this awesome plant. So we're gonna go look at the differences between the seeds, the cuttings, and the tubers, and show you where they all are right now in July, and how their productivity has been, what they're looking like now, how big they are, and all that kind of stuff. This is an interesting tidbit. It seems that cuttings are actually higher achievers than tubers because they are already growing and you don't have to wake them up. But tubers, you have to wake them up, and they go through this kind of hibernation stage where you're like, okay, wake up, it's time to start. And then they start growing and it's all good. But cuttings are already awake. So they're already, as soon as you plant them into the ground, they're going to start growing, and they're going to grow fast, and they're going to be one of the first waves of blooms. So let's head out to the field and I'll show you what they all look like. Hi. Come here, kitty. Oh, you're so friendly. Oh my goodness. I'm actually allergic to cats, but he's an outdoor cat, so it's all good, isn't it, Floyd? Yes, we got cat toys and we've been feeding him. The toddler's thrilled about it. Do you want to come out with me? You want to come with me? Come on. Let's go. Can you come with me? We'll see if he'll come out. He's never been out to the farm section. Okay, so bear with me because I have been in the midst of weeding, and so you will see some extra weeds on the side here that I've torn out just yesterday, and I'm working on getting it all cleaned up, but that's for a later afternoon project. Anyways, these are some of our seedlings, and I did not get these protected like I have the other dahlias. So these did get blown over in the wind, unfortunately. And I have a whole bunch of them, but this is just the area that I want to show you. I've deadheaded quite a few over here. Still need to work on deadheading and just cutting down a lot of this damaged stuff. You know, but they are the first to bloom. Seedlings. Oh, hi, Floyd. Hold on, let's see. Hi, Floyd. Hi, Floyd. Hi, Floyd. Do you like the flowers? Yeah? Yeah, you're gonna catch all the mice? Go catch the mice. Anyways, so seedlings are great in some ways, but I just don't love them. I just don't love them. Now, the bees love them. So, you know, growing them for bees or other pollinators is a great way to help your area. But all of these need to be deadheaded. They just grow so fast that it's hard to keep up with it when you're busy doing other stuff around the farm. So let me show you what, actually this one looks pretty cool. I think I would probably, it's damaged, but this plant probably will produce a really cool one. This one is also damaged, but the bees just love them. So if you grow dahlias from seed, it will help you increase the amount of dahlias you have. And there are a few, like I've been cutting on this bush quite a bit. This one has a lot of cool variety. This is a cool variety. I probably will keep that one. A one from seed as well, which I really like this one as well. But the section here, and again, I'm so sorry about all the weeds. I just need to come out here and brush them all down and pick them all up, but I just ran out of time to do it. Anyways, this whole section, these are all from my cuttings, and you can tell they are, you know, a good solid, I'd say at least 2 feet, and they are starting to produce some really good bloom heads, including, look at this beautiful peaches and cream right here. And it has some bug damage already. I need to bag this probably, but this is how I am increasing my specialty variety quantities of my plants with specialty varieties, because these are all been started from cuttings. This is also a peaches and cream. He's never been out here. He's really loving it. So we have a couple more blooming out here. Oh, this is another peaches and cream. Man, I just have a bunch of peaches and cream. And I will say peaches and cream can sometimes have some different departures where they have some white petals or whatever, and that's okay. But these were all cuttings from tubers, and they were pinched so that they produce more, and they're looking really, really, really good. So you like that, Floyd? So I'm really happy about that, but those are from cuttings and they will produce faster than the tubers. All right, so the tuber section is over here. We have three 50-foot rows, and I need to get this weeded and then another landscape fabric put down over here, and then we're going to move this tarp off, so just ignore that. But they are finally starting to come up and they're looking pretty good, but again, they're only about maybe, you know, like maybe 9 inches. Some of them are shorter, some of them are taller. Floyd wants to be the center of attention. That's okay, buddy. So they are a bit slower to get going, and actually, like, this one is really short. Look how short that one is. Pretty short. It's okay. What variety is this? And there's a weed. What variety is this? This is pink salmon. Okay, pink salmon. Fun. I like pink salmon. So that should give you an indication of the different types of growth that you'll see from a dahlia. Oh, there's a big old weed. Let me get that one real quick since I'm out here. Got to stay up on the weeding in the dahlias. Another thing to note is that the tubers, I have gone ahead and gotten the netting for them already set up so that they're protected and safe. And not this row, actually. I need to order some more. But that way, when they do get a bit taller, they're going to come up through this netting, and then they will be protected from the wind, because we do get a bunch of wind out here. There's no trees, like I said. It's just an open field. And so it really just swoops in here and can really break down some of the dahlias. And we don't like that. I hope this was helpful for you to kind of get an idea of what your plants will look like in early summer, or, in July for me, and what they'll look like when you start them from seed or tuber or cutting. And if you have any questions about dahlias, leave me a comment in the message below. I'd love to answer some of those questions you might have. And stay tuned for a lot more dahlia videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow along with us on our flower farm here in Southwest Ohio. Floyd and I say bye. We'll see you next time.